As part of DC Comics' new creativity over continuity initiative, we've been getting a lot of different, more humor-focused DC books. The one I'm looking at today, and I know I'm a little late to this one, is Bat-Mite #1. Bat-Mite is a really interesting, really old-school kind of DC hero, so it's fun to see him now in a new, more modern context. As we dig on into the comic, poor Mite is getting kicked out of his dimension by the hooded figures that rule over it. Man, they kind of look like the Stone Cutters, don't they? As soon as he gets to the main universe, he does what any good-natured fanboy wants to do, and that is, please his hero. In this case, it's Batman. Mite actually helps Batman break up a kidnapping. In his own weird way, he mostly ends up crashing the Batmobile. Needless to say, Batman is super annoyed by Mite and doesn't want to deal with him at all. However, by hanging out at the crime scene, Mite actually gets caught up in this whole crime. Basically, the woman who was kidnapped was wanted for an experiment. An evil doctor named Doc Trauma is attempting to implant brains of old people into young people, and this feels like a very Silver Age plot, doesn't it? They also want to keep Mite around because they figure he might be useful. But their plot, as we soon find out, is actually much more dastardly than that. Doc Trauma actually has higher aspirations. What she plans to do is take her own old brain and put it inside the superpowered body of Hawkman. Oh man, freaking Hawkman. He has really fallen this far that now he is a secondary character in a Bat-Mite comic. Not only secondary, but he needs to be saved by Bat-Mite. Keep in mind, in the last year or so, Hawkman's been killed off in multiple different books, only to be brought back because the writers didn't exactly seem to remember that they killed him off. And that's really more or less where the comic ends. Bat-Mite is definitely a fun and interesting little book. It's really fast-paced, really punchy dialogue, which fits for a character like Bat-Mite, who always seems like he's a kid going off just a little too much sugar. I really like the art style. It's, very clean, very cartoony to match the storyline that's going on here. It definitely feels like something fresh and new for the DC Universe, which when the New 52 started, they definitely got saddled with the stereotype of being the dark and gritty, no-fun company. Overall, I did enjoy this book. I probably will come back to it. I'm not sure if the audience is really there for it, but Jurgens does a really good job with it, and definitely adapts to the material quite well. If I had to give it a score, I'd give this one a B-.